Okay, so Paul Green, in your long career, you produced many movies and successful TV series. Has there ever been anyone though that you'd been somehow betting on, or you had some hope for, and that didn't really match your hopes or expectations for either commercial or maybe taste response to the public, or?
That's a difficult question to answer because I'd have to say that of all the things that we produced, from the creative finished product standpoint, we're very proud of what we've accomplished. But sometimes the marketplace isn't ready for what it is you're prepared to bring to them. So it's really hard for me to say. There are a lot of movies that we wish had done better in the marketplace, but for the most part, we can say that we're not really disappointed in how they turned out. So we don't have a lot of control over how movies are marketed. So ultimately, that result is something that we can take less credit for in the end. So we're happy with what we've done. We've been disappointed with some of the results, but that's just the way the business is.
Second question about writing. Today's world is a world of big disruption in many ways of the schemes and truths, so to speak, of the past, even of just 10 or 20 years ago. So this is, in some way, it's disquieting, but in other ways, especially for somebody who writes, it's also exciting, and it gives new opportunities and things. Is there any subject that you think nowadays should be treated more, because it's very stimulating and would deserve more screenwriting, or some particular subject?
Well, I don't know about a particular subject, but I'll say this about writing and content creation. It's a very exciting moment in time. Yes, there's a lot of disruption in terms of how your stuff gets into the marketplace. Streaming services, hundreds of channels on television, fewer opportunities in the theatrical marketplace, but as a creator of content, it's a very exciting time. That, coupled with the fact, because there are so many ways to digitally distribute content now, that the barrier to entry is much lower. So it's a very exciting time to be a creator of content. And I don't think that there are any topics or subjects that are off the table, because there are so many ways to get it to the marketplace. So if you have the passion to tell a story, if you're lucky, there's probably going to be a platform for you to find its way to the market.
So in one word, would you say it's a freer world in that sense?
Absolutely, it's freer. It's freer. And that makes for frightening times. There are moments when you think, oh, we're so free, we have too much freedom. But I think, again, going back to my point about creating content, that if you have a good story to tell, it will find its way. It's sort of like, you know, how water always finds its way. A good story will find its way to a distribution platform in this marketplace. And it's very exciting.
And just talking about marketplace, what do you think about Mia? How much do you think this kind of event helps writing and
I think an event like this is great. For me in particular, this is my first time at MIA, and when I go to these marketplaces, I like to go to places where there's not a likelihood that I'm going to meet someone that I see on a daily basis back in California. So coming to a market that's perhaps a little bit less recognized than some of the bigger ones is a lot more interesting and exciting for me. And so as a way to build new relationships, a market like MIA is fantastic.